to the channel. I'm so excited to be here today. Today's DIY is going to be super easy. We're going to create a pegboard. Well, we're not creating the pegboard, but we're going to use the pegboard to store our thread. I'm going to show you how to put it together. It's super easy and quick. Before we start, you will need three main things. The first thing are the sticks. I bought these from Home Depot. It's 1/4 of an inch in diameter. I believe it's about 4 feet tall. Almost as tall as me. But it's 4 feet tall, and you'll have to cut it to the length that you need for your thread, plus an additional 2 inches so that it could go through the pegboard and through the second one, which I'll go over that in a second. But besides these, you will need some spacers. Now, these spacers, I bought them from Amazon. Let's get the bag open here. I bought these spacers from Amazon. They're about 1/2 inch tall, and it has like a little hole in the middle so you don't have to drill anything. So the screw just practically just slides right through it. And you will also need drywall anchors. They hold up to 75 pounds. I don't believe that the thread and the pegboard will amount to 75 pounds, but it's better to be safe than sorry. You know, you don't want to put all your thread on there and then next thing you know, everything falls down. That can be dangerous. Storing your thread, having a place to store your thread is probably the best thing that you could have in a sewing room. Like, this is my favorite piece out of all the things that I have, because I absolutely hate it when my thread starts to intertwine and get matted and tangled up. It drives me absolutely crazy. I even will like get my son to come in and rewind the bobbins for me so that it doesn't get too messy, because it just it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. So having a place to store your thread is extremely important. And if you buy the attachment pieces, you can store even more items like your rulers and anything that you're using frequently. You can definitely store on there. I had that previously on my other pegboard, but I didn't adjust the spacers properly. So when I added the pins to hold the spool of thread, it was tilting because it wasn't secured behind the pegboard itself. But I'll go over that in a minute. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
First thing to do is to drill your holes so that you have your placement for where your pegboard is going to be. Use a screwdriver for the anchors so that they are secure in place without stripping the wall. Your screw will go through your first pegboard, the spacer, the secondary pegboard, another spacer, and then into the wall. For this section here, you may need some help just so that someone can hold it up against the wall to secure it while you screw it in with your screwdriver. Once you're done, the pegboard should look like this. You'll have an inch spacing from the first spacer, which is 1/2, and the second spacer, which is 1/2. Now you're ready to move on to the sticks, the actual pegs. Chop them down to the length that you want and use a sandpaper to sand it down to remove any splinters or any sharp edges.
And that is it, folks. I hope you found this very helpful. If you have any questions at all, definitely drop it in the comments down below. Subscribe if you have not subscribed so that you can see all the upcoming videos. I'm super excited for what's to come, and I will see you next time.